And welcome to another episode of the Market Value Chart Show right here at 6 Scale Cantina. And if you don't know who I am the Dark Jedi, Aries Terrington, who is going to be serving up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk, along with a full panel of me and all of you. But you have to wonder, is it possible that the Hot Toys wizard would be interrupting this show? And I say, I hope he doesn't interrupt me, or she doesn't interrupt me, or it doesn't interrupt me during mid-sentence like lately. Are you kidding me? But look, baby, look, I normally have my market show live every Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern, which will be back next Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. But I had to move this show up to this time of the day real early. And except for the Christmas Eve with Aries Terrington show, this is the only time I've ever been this early. And how many of you want that Christmas Eve? Christmas Eve with the Dark Jedi. Wasn't that incredible? How many of you want that again? Look, baby, I've already got that planned for this year, 2022. Are you kidding me? But you have to wonder, what news, what aftermath, what kind of coffee are we going to be spilling by the time it's Christmas Eve of this year, baby? I would imagine quite a bit. Probably your laundromat bill is going to be pretty high, maybe even higher than your NRDs. Come on. I got my coffee. Listen, right here, the official 6 Scale Cantina coffee mug. Are you kidding me? Is it possible? You have to wonder. And all you got to do, besides believe, is just go to 6scalecantina.com whenever it strikes your fancy. And you can see this little banner right to the right here by my finger. You can click on that if you're ever interested in an 11-ounce or 15-ounce 6 Scale Cantina mug. Come on. All you got to do is just click on there. They always have sales on this Zazzle thing. So, but man, I am still drinking up the coffee. Already 56 in here. And it's so early on a Saturday. Come on, baby. I got to take a sip. Listen, my friends, there has never been a better time to be a Star Wars fan. And you have to wonder, has there ever been a better time to be a Star Wars fan and be a Hot Toys collector? And I say, no. This is absolutely incredible. I am still rocking and reeling over the conclusion of the awesome epic book of Boba Fett series. And look, I don't want to get into a whole lot of that. Some people loved it. Some people were on it. At the end of the day, it was pretty good. We got last 3 episodes were basically episodes from The Mandalorian. If they put the last 3 episodes in any season of The Mandalorian, it would have been good. It's good. Star Wars is hot. You've got the Obi-Wan series that is going to be forthcoming on May 25th. Are you kidding me? How many of you are excited? How many of you are ready to spill your coffee seeing Hayden Christensen and Ewan McGregor again? Are you going to spill it like this when they have another lightsaber battle? Come on. Star Wars is the hottest thing on Earth right now. Are you kidding me? And I'm going to give you some secondary market data that is going to show you how hot Boba Fett is, how hot the Mandalorian is, how hot the heavy infantry Mandalorian is. Forget about Luke Skywalker, which really was the biggest thing with this book of Boba Fett that they showed, not only for this series and the Mandalorian series and the Ahsoka series and this series and that series and all the series that are going to come about, but Luke Skywalker, especially the original trilogy Luke Skywalker, is off the charts, and we're going to get into that, baby. Come on. But you have to wonder, do they call me the wizard?
They call him the wizard.
I'm just a simple guy trying to have fun collecting hot toys. You know, I try to have fun all during the day. I'm sure you all do too. And again, welcome to everybody who's in here to a very special Live and Raw with the Dark Jedi Aries Terrington, because I can't go live tonight with the regular market chart show. So I'm going to say hi to everybody in a minute and in the chats. But, you know, I try to stay positive all during the day. And one of the very interesting things I'll tell you about me, you know, the whole coffee thing, sure, it's taken off over here with the channel 6 Scale Cantina. That's an ongoing joke with me in my life, not only with my family, but with people that are martial artists that I've coached through the years. One of the things they know about me is everywhere I go, I always have a cup of coffee in my hand, whether it's regular during the day or decaf at night or some type of drink. It really is crazy. I drink a ton of coffee. This is no joke. Look, I'm at my abode. I've got more than just one of these that I brew. This is real coffee. This isn't some high C or some Coca-Cola that I put in there, baby. Come on. Come on. What you're getting from me is the truth. Nothing but the truth. So help you, Howard Chan. mm. But what I'm trying to say, and there's all this positivity too. Look, and this is going to be no mystery to any of you in there. There's enough negative stuff in life, right? You got to deal with pressures at work. You got to deal with pressures with family. You got to deal with pressures with this issue, that issue, that issue. Who in the world, in God's name, wants to come on a YouTube channel and talk about toys that I used to play and have fun with as a kid and get all hyper? I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I don't do it. I spill coffee. That's what I do. So you know to come to 6 Scale Cantina when it's been a rough day, or it's rough hearing about this or rough hearing about that. Come on and let's spill coffee together, baby, because that's why I'm here. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. I would be doing all the other serious and contemplating stuff that we have to do. Come on. Come on. Already. Look, I got to go to the chat and see who's in there, but I already know that at least Grogan is at table 5. And you have to wonder, does he need a refill already? And I say, yes. All right, let's see who's in here for Live and Raw. We got a lot to cover. We've got a lot to cover. Come on. Come on. Big Dog Pound is in the house. LOL to about something about future said. I've got my friend 808 Michigan Jedi Star Wars universe. Yes, it was. I got to see what we're all talking about here. But welcome in here, 808. Love the new avatar you got there, my friend. Star Wars universe. Welcome in to Aries Live and Raw. Very special Live and Raw. And we got in here Riley's reviews. I'm scared to be taken over by the Hot Toys Wizard. What kind of emojis are that? And you have to wonder, will the Hot Toys Wizard interrupt the show today? And Andante, the man of Hot Collectible Show that I was on last night, he did mention that he was feeling kind of queasy. But you have to wonder, it doesn't happen with everybody that the Hot Toys Wizard takes over. Some people feel like they've just been on steroids, baby. Come on. Big Dog Pal says, can we get Hayden Christensen or Howard Chan to appear as the Hot Toys Wizard? And I say, yes. You got to give it some time, baby. You got to give it some time. Come on. Come on. We're going to keep moving with the 6-scale cantina, that's for sure. Joe P says, I drink Pike Place roast Starbucks K-cups like most people drink water. Well, let me pour you some of this, baby. I'm right with you. I drink so much. Love telling you all about the Dark Jedi in real life because that's just how I am. I've always got a drink in my hand, baby. Single songwriter in the house. What is up? Saying aloha to the Michigan Jedi. Andreas in here. Andreas, a long time supporter. Good to have him in here. Hey to you too, my friend. What table are you at? Listen, I don't got any off-world Jawa egg juice. I don't got any spotchka. I don't got any proper 66, although I've got plenty of stuff for table 66. Who's at table 66? But I've got coffee, and I've got coffee, and I've got coffee because, look, it's only 2:45 Eastern. That means it's still regular coffee time for the Dark Jedi. Aries Terrington, come on. Collector number 1 in here. Positivity all day, brother Aries. Look, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Look, not that it's wrong to be negative. I mean, sure. It's just that I don't want to do that if I'm going to come out here and have fun. I want to come out here and have fun. I do enough unfun stuff during the day and the week, right? I'm sure some of you do too. Maybe someday I'll hit the lottery and won't have any, problems, and I could do fun stuff all day long. But if I come on here, I want to have fun. That's just it. OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars. And listen, my friend, Boba Fett is still and is the reigning, defending bounty hunter galactic champion of the galaxy. Look, just is, baby. Just is. Good to have you in here. Uncommon flex. Hey, Aries, Jawa egg juice at table 6. All right. I'll make an exception. I'll make an exception. We'll get some of this stuff going now. Come on. Let's go. And look, I plan on spilling a lot of coffee today. But who is at table 66? Who is at table 66 where we serve proper 66 and sitting with this guy?
Good, Eddie, good. Good.
You may be better off with Grogu. That's all I'm saying. You may be better off with Grogu. JB, welcome in here, my friend. OG fan with a bunch of wizards. The wizard. Where's TK FOMO? Anyone miss TK FOMO? Or how about TK Bomi? Riley's reviews. I'm gonna need a wetsuit when I start watching Kenobi. Come on. You and me both. And let me ask you, Riley's reviews. You have to wonder, is the battle that they all told us about, that you're hearing not only from the director, from the producers, from Disney, from Ewan McGregor, from Hayden Christensen, is that the payoff? Is that the big thing we're going to see? Are we going to see nothing else? And I say, no. Of course we're going to see other stuff in there. What else am I going to spill my coffee over? Come on. Sam Short, what's going on? Star Wars Universe, welcome in here as well. If I'm missing any of you, keep going in the chat. I'll get to you. This old guy will do the best he can. I got to run the controls. I got to set the controls for the heart of the sun. I've got to serve up the coffee. I've got to drink the coffee. And I got to try and pay attention to everything, which is hard. Thank you, Michael. Diablo's in. What's going on? All the way from the UK, Star Wars OT, 6-scale UK. Hi, Aries. Great timing for the UK. That's it. Smash that like button and subscribe. Well, thank you so much. You might as well not wait to the end. Go ahead and hit it, baby, so that this show flies even this evening, even when you have UFC 271 that's going to be starting later tonight. Are you kidding me? Robert the Reaper Whittaker against Israel Adesanya. Come on. New Zealand versus Australia. I cannot wait for this fight. Some of you that are MMA fans are going to know exactly what I'm talking about. Ooh, boy. Cannot wait. That is going to be awesome. Welcome in here, Gilbert. Welcome in here, Lane Kramer. Bone, what's going on? And Lane with the super chat. Come on, Lane with the $2 drop here on a Saturday afternoon. with 70 already watching. I didn't know if I'm going to get 7 people in here watching this early on a Saturday. But greeting to all for an early afternoon live and raw. Listen, Lane, we got to get you on the show. We've already been talking. Come on. How good to have Lane back in here. And let me just keep going. I got to go back to the rest of the chat. The Thor is in the house. No white Russian drink at table 66. Only blue milk Russian drinks. Good, Anakin. Come on. And don't forget Easy Company Collectibles. Don't forget his buttermilk, too. Come on. We got to serve that up. JB goes, yo, Aries, I got that coffee ready for you, baby. Oh, JC, nice Aries Pink Floyd reference. I love the Floyd. Oh, my God. Speak to me. Breathe. Any color. Well, let me see. Yeah, I'm going to do this right. Speak to me. Breathe. On the run. Time. The great gig in the sky. Money. Us and them. Any color you like. Brain damage. Dark Side of the Moon. Produced by the Alan Parsons. And some of you may know the Alan Parsons project because I am the eye in the sky. But the Dark Side of the Moon is it possible that is the greatest rock and roll album of all time that sat on the charts longer in the top 100 or top 200 longer than any record, rock and roll record, any record in history. And I say, yes. Gotta love it. Punisher goes, I love a bit of Pink Floyd. Come on. Some funny comments in here. What's going on? Okay, look. Aries, top 3 favorite bands ever. Okay. Well, Pink Floyd, number 1. One interesting thing about the Dark Jedi, besides that I actually have a drink in my hand all day long from when I wake up to when I go to sleep. It's an ongoing joke with a lot of friends of mine and a lot of people that have known me through the years, which is why you always see me drinking a ton. You got to notice. I'm sure some of you have noticed, whether it's on all these shows that I'm privileged to get invited on, that I'm always kind of sipping a drink, right? That's just how I am. So on any kind of long road trips, and I take tons of them, the rest stop is at least every hour. Pink Floyd is number 1. Are you kidding me? I have to tell you some interesting stories about that in the future. Second favorite. Oof. I get into everything. Of course, rock and roll, progressive rock and roll, oldies. I love a lot of pop. I love 80s. I love 90s. I love a lot of disco. I love a lot of rhythm and blues. I love jazz. I love heavy metal. I love hard rock. I love Metallica. I love Madonna. I could go from Madonna and I can go to Metallica. Yes, I could. Come on. I can go from Earth, Wind, and Fire to Coolio. Yes, absolutely. Look, I trade a lot of people that require a lot of high energy songs. I play it all, baby. I play it all. It's all going on in my gym. Come on. I like it all. I like a nice variety. I'll have to think of my 2 absolute favorite bands, though. Pink Floyd's number 1. Let me think about that. Let me think. AC/DC's got to be up there, dude, because that's a lot of my speed. It's always high energy. If you listen to AC/DC, it's always high energy, right? And I'm always drinking coffee. Put 2 and 2 together. It's kind of my speed. Come on. Someone put in here Rush. Yeah, Rush. Tool. Love Tool. Rush. Today's Tom Sawyer. Mean. Come on. Don't get me start singing with these songs. The tip of the iceberg. Come on. Dude. Moody Blues. Yes. The Moody Blues. The love. The Moody Blues. Come on. Raylo Binks is in here now. Dark Side of the Moon is one of the best albums ever constructed. Way ahead of its time. My friend. It absolutely was. And that's why it was so high up in the charts. It was on the Hot 100 for Billboard's Hot Top 200 for so many years, over and over and over again. It stood the test of time out of so many groundbreaking records from the 70s, from the 80s, Michael Jackson Thriller, from the 90s, Santana, Supernatural, all these great records that I love. Just that the Floyd, that record was so ahead of its time. It just kind of kept sticking around. Come on. Don't get me talking about music, because I could go all day long. And we're supposed to be talking about Hot Toys. But look, we're hanging out. It is live and raw with the Dark Jedi, Aries Terrington, and I'm serving up all the Star Wars and music talk right here at Six Scale Cantina, with a whole panel of all these awesome questions and interaction in the chat. All you. Come on, we got 80 in here now. JB goes Queen and Kiss. Kiss. Come on. Detroit, Rock City. Come on, baby. Shout it out loud. Come on. Peter Criss, Ace Frehley, Gene Simmons. Don't get me going with Kiss. I've seen them 3 times in concert, baby. I love Kiss. Come on. And Queen. Queen is awesome. Another one bites the dust. Let's go. I am at table 6. Well, then let me ask you a question. I'm going to serve you up at table 6. Can you tell me how this guy is doing? Good to have prime time in here. Come on, Rolling Stones. I've never been your beast of burden. And if you lived in New Jersey for 23 years like I did, you will know from the Jersey diners that, one of the ongoing things about, your beast of burden is when you're sitting in the diner and you put on that song on the little, all the little, you put the quarter in there and you get the songs, the ongoing thing is you never ate my pizza burger. Never ate my pizza burger. Come on. Come on. All right. Those of you maybe from Jersey will know what I'm talking about. And if you ever see Springsteen pop up in one of the bars by Asbury Park or Seaside Heights, come on. Anyway, yeah, goodness gracious. Where is this here? Fab's figures. Someone's saying Fabs. I don't see Fab, but I will put this up from single songwriter. Fabio Land. Love Fabio. Love Fabio. Mini jukebox. Yeah, that's what it is. I love those things. Maximum Rex in here. What is going on? Puffy shirt. And look, Link is in here. Freddie Mercury, 1/6 from Hot Toys. Look, I would love to get and I understand it's a video game with that Keanu Reeves, whatever that. I think there's a cyberpunk figure, right? Man, how many of you would love to get Hot Toys to do rock and roll or music icon figures? I would spill my coffee. And is it possible that I would actually splurge outside of Star Wars? Because you're seeing how hyped up I get just talking about music, right? And I say yes on some of that stuff. Look, I've already been looking at some of this stuff that's out there. I'd love for them to dive into that. I'd love for them to dive into some sports icons as well. But man, we're gonna have a show with a panel very, very soon. Maybe that'll be one of the topics because on Monday night, because I'm not going to be live and raw, just so you all know, this Monday at 8:00. But I will be live with a market show live this coming Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Market in. I'm kind of swapping live and raws today instead of Monday. Market show that is usually at 6 p.m. Eastern. I'm going to have this Monday, and I'm going to have a real good panel in the house. Maybe that's one of the topics that I will bring up. I think that'll be a good one. Score Jimi Hendrix. Hey Joe, when is that Ahsoka going to come out? Hey Joe, when is Howard going to release Ahsoka? Come on. Hey Joe, how many NRDs? Come on, Meatloaf. You like the Rocky Horror Picture Show? Maybe I should get some clips from the Rocky Horror Picture Show and put them in here, baby. Come on. So good hanging out with everybody in here. So good. And let's put this comment up here if I can click it. Dark Dorian, welcome in here. Hot Toys has come back strong from their New Year's break. Yes, they have. And what about that Ahsoka instruction? I'm sure a lot of you have seen it already. That instruction booklet that was leaked. I got messages last night from a vast array of different people that were blowing up my phone with this. And you have to wonder, does that mean because that there's a copy of that instruction booklet out there, that production has already begun, if it hasn't already, or that it's already been sitting at the ports, if that rumor is true, on all of that stuff, is it possible that it's very, very close and imminent to be maybe tonight, maybe Sunday night, Monday morning, maybe Monday night, Tuesday morning? And I say, yes. I think that's a little bit of a purposeful leak that could possibly be causing a lot of us to be talking about that now. I don't think with that we're going to be waiting until March to be talking about Ahsoka. I don't think we're going to be waiting until April to be speaking about Ahsoka. I think that means that it is imminent to be very, very quick. And we're going to get into that on this show for sure, because I do want to talk about that. That means that things are already been produced, or things are being produced, pieces are being put together. It's probably, I cannot wait to get that. Did you see in the instruction booklets, the eye? I mean, it's not even a DX. And that's another question. That's another thing we have to consider. Hot Toys for Star Wars. I don't think we've ever received, and correct me if I'm wrong, because quite possibly I could be. But from my recollection and from my studying this, I don't think that there is a Star Wars hot toy that's already been released that we can move the eyes that's not a DX. Now, maybe the Clone Wars Maul, but that's not released yet. But I think that, I don't know if that one does, but I would think the Ahsoka and the Maul from Clone Wars are the only ones that aren't labeled DX. So is it possible that we're going to start getting more of this feature without the DX label? Or is it just really Clone Wars exclusive? You do have to wonder. It's very, very interesting. Indeed. And I can't, I'm looking at some of these comments in here. Let's see. Ahsoka for Valentine's Day. That would be pretty awesome. I'm looking at some of these comments, trying to follow in here. I would love a Michael Jackson and Prince. Isn't there a Michael Jackson one out there? Is it a Hot Toys one from way back? Let me know in there. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Wasn't there a DX? Because now we're talking about music. I'd love to get that as well. Prince, come on. Let's go crazy. I'm going to party like it's 1999. And you know what happens when doves cry, right? Prince, come on. Come on. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. El Profesoro is in the house and says, Leah had movable eyes and wasn't a DX. I'd love to see more rolling eye features. Yeah. So El Profesoro, is that for Star Wars, though? Has there ever been yet for Star Wars? But there has with Alita. I think he meant Alita. Yeah. So maybe it's a new trend, because that wasn't so long ago, the Alita. Maybe this is a new thing, because usually that's a feature with DX. So maybe they're veering off that now, and who knows what you're going to get with some of this stuff. Very, very interesting indeed. I love the Prince call-outs. Come on, my friend. Absolutely. Love Prince. Absolutely love Prince. Let's go. This is what it sounds like with my wallet does. Ding, ching, 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 ching. Hee, hee. Come on. Hey, look who it is here. It is Desi from Metamorphic Customs, building dioramas and listening to live and raw good times. Yes, would definitely want rock and roll figures from Hot Toys. Freddie Mercury, Bowie, Let's Dance with my little China girl. Come on. Trent Renzer and, Suffragette City going back to Bowie. That's one of the greatest rock and roll songs of all time. You got me all jiving today, man. Come on. I should have a rock and roll show where we just talk about rock and roll and we just talk about music and we just talk about pop. Come on. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. I love it. Ozzy Osbourne. I love Ozzy. Love Ozzy. Come on. Alice Cooper. Yeah, there you go. List goes on and on and on. There you go, Desi. There you go. Come on. I'm going to be doing for those of you that are insiders, Cantina insiders, I do crazy unboxings as part of the things that I do as a Cantina insider. So is it possible that I'm going to be doing an official unboxing for Desi's diorama that he did for me, which was the Darth Maul, the ending scene from the Phantom Menace diorama? And I say yes. It is absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to do that unboxing. And listen, if you haven't checked out, if you haven't subscribed yet to Metamorphic Customs, Desi, you absolutely need to. His channel is fantastic, and I'm not just saying that. Production value on what he's putting out over there and how he goes through, a lot of these custom dioramas and a lot of these custom base toppers that he puts on. It is so incredible for a lot of you that are collecting Hot Toys out there. And even if you're looking for not just a topper, but you're looking for maybe some real intricate lighting and you have some real specific space within your collection, you may want to check him out. So go ahead and do that. I've got the link to Desi within 6scalecantina.com. All you got to do, I'll scroll down over here so you can see. Well, it's right under the 6scale Cantina, right under my hands there. You have the home tab, the market chart tab, and then the resources and links. Click on the resources to links and check this guy out. Look, I don't mean to stop the show, but I'm going to play this 40-second clip again for Desi's. I wasn't planning on it, but you got to look at this thing that he just unboxed. If you're an insider, you're going to see this unboxing coming up probably next week. Let's play this. This is what you're going to see. Dudes. He makes incredible stuff. There's going to be an official unboxing. Cannot wait. Listen, if you're looking for anything custom like that, send that man your business. Let's go. Come on. You know it's incredible. And it's something that you're going to spill your coffee over. And what did Fabio put in here? This looks like you stole it from me, Aries. Oh, come on. Listen, what do you got in those cigars? What do you got in those leaves there, Fabio? What are you smoking, baby? Come on. You gotta have some coffee. Listen, Fabio, I sense in my soul that it's the Hot Toys wizard is probably planning to take over your likeness again. I'm just saying. Yeah, very, very hot. Very, very hot. And putting this up here from About Future, Metamorphic Customs, enjoying the show and drinking. Well, let me give you some more of that questionable coffee. Let's go, baby. Is it possible that I have Easy Company Collectibles buttermilk in here? Come on. Single Songwriter puts in the number one place to get your diorama pieces for your collection is Metamorphic Customs. Absolutely. Go subscribe to him. Dude, you've been on Depends. Well, listen, maybe this will have the opposite effect. You have to wonder. Goodness gracious. Look, welcome to everybody who's in here. Look, I want to get to some stuff here. I want to go more on Ahsoka because I really have some intel on that from the Hot Toys Wizard, and I think what's going to happen. But you see what's up to the right of me. And 6scalecantina.com. Let's go over some very interesting things that's going to show you about how the Book of Boba Fett affected the secondary market, how it's going to affect and connect to the Obi-Wan series, which that series is going to connect to the Andor series, which that series is also going to connect to the Mandalorian season 3 this year. And it's all also going to connect. In the middle of that, you're going to have the Bad Batch season 2. You're also going to have Star Wars Celebration, which is going to unveil a plethora of different things from Jon Favreau, and Dave Filoni, and Deborah Chow on what is going to be coming up in the future that is going to absolutely blow your socks off. And one of the things that I want to point out over here as I'm going to a bigger screen, and remember, if you do not have 6 Scale Cantina bookmarked, you may want to consider doing so. It is your one-stop place for everything Star Wars Hot Toys. All the latest news when it comes to Star Wars 1/6 scale Hot Toys is going to be at 6scalecantina.com. And not only that, everything that's going on with the channel. So if you do have a bookmark and you check it regularly, you would know that today I'm going live at Raw at 2:30 p.m. Eastern, which I am live right now. Incoming Hot Toys Wizardry. Look what I've got on here. Bespin Luke, Timothy Oliphant, Ahsoka, Cad Bane. You have to wonder. And all the latest news, different things like that. And of course, your latest 1/6 scale figures, I probably should put up that quarter scale release because I'm going to be getting it. And I don't got the quarter scales in the market chart for Star Wars Hot Toys. Let me know in the chat if you'd like me to add that. Strictly 6 scale. I'm probably with that Boba Fett. I'm going to be real honest with you. It is so flipping good. It is so good. It is so good. I'm going to get it. Here's the problem for me. Because I'm going to get that book, there's no way I don't get that Boba Fett. And I'm going to get it with the base. I'm going to have to get the Darth Vader, which I've wanted anyway. But I've been waiting for the 6 scale. That also means I'm probably going to get the Mando to go with it. Which means I'm also going to get the prior Boba Fett. But that's okay, because there's not another like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 quarter scale Hot Toy figures for Star Wars that I got to get. But if you want me to start adding the quarter scale Star Wars Hot Toys to the market value chart and start talking about them, I will. That's not much work for me. I know where they all are. Let me know if you want to do that in the chat below. But look at what's going on here. The recent biggest movers updated this morning. And look at the 2 figures that are number 1. And you have to wonder, is it possible that Luke and Grogu's appearance in the Book of Boba Fett has actually injected that character with steroids to unprecedented proportions? And I say yes. It could have been on the Book of Boba Fett. It could have been on the Book of Bib Fortuna. It could have been on the Book of Vice Admiral Holdo. It could have been in the Book of Watto. It could have been in the Book of TK Fobo. It could have been in the Book of anything. What they were doing with Luke is absolutely insane. And I'm going to pull up some recent stuff for you on Luke Skywalker here. And let's start with the A New Hope. And look, baby, this is no joke. $586 just back from 5 days ago. 42 bids. not including the $20 in shipping, which puts it over $600, and not including taxes, which puts it well over $600. And I warned that this legacy character with the farm boy outfit was going to catch fire. They're bringing him into Star Wars back the right way. Favreau and Filoni are, in conjunction with George Lucas, and Disney is allowing it. And man, oh man, absolute insanity with this figure. And where is he sitting at the market value chart? Well, first, let's go to the other one that we saw on the biggest mover section, which is this. And now this came up not too long ago, and the second one just sold for $589 from overseas. Whenever this deluxe set comes up, it is like a mad rush to bid on it or to get it. And I spoke about this set even before The Mandalorian Season 1, that this was going to be a hot grail set for the future. And I also mentioned, for some collectors, the Mandalorian release of the Luke with the CGI on it, that's going to be coming out the fourth quarter of this year, would be able to work in their Return of the Jedi display. But for a lot of collectors, it won't. Just like for a lot of collectors, that upcoming Clone Wars Anakin Skywalker, because it is Hayden Christensen's head sculpt, that is going to work to be the one to be in their prequels collection. But for a lot of collectors, it won't, because it's not the outfit that was worn in Revenge of the Sith in the actual movie. So you have to wonder, then what is the upside to this figure? And is it even possible that this Endor set of Luke, with everything they're going to be doing with Luke, is going to be reissued? And I say, no chance. No chance. That's what you've got. Come on. Vince McMahon and Conor McGregor, they share the same walk, baby. I'm out of coffee in my 6-scale Cantina mug. Now I've got to go to the thermos. Look, I'll get to your chat stuff here in a second, but I'm talking and going through this stuff. So you're seeing the Luke Endor Deluxe. You're seeing the Luke Farm Boy Luke, an older figure. I love that figure. When you get that figure in hand and you have it displayed, look, I love that figure. I picked it up from someone locally not too long ago, a year ago or so. Met the individual not far away, about 20 minutes from my home, and it was 300 cash at that point. 300 cash, everything was nice. It is so nice. For me, I've got to have that figure. I've got to have Farm Boy Luke. Maybe the iconic look. That and Darth Vader from A New Hope. That's Star Wars besides R2 and 3PO. Come on. It's no wonder to me it's going up like that. But let's go ahead and take a look at what exactly is going on in the market value chart at 6scalecantina.com with both of these Lukes. So again, if you don't have this website bookmarked, you may want to consider doing so. Not only for everything I aforementioned, but for the market value chart in the second tab, which is this thing right here, baby. And all you've got to do is just click on the current value column a couple of times, those arrows, and then you get the highest ranked figures to the lowest ranked figures. So it's easy to navigate. But going down these here, let's see if we could go ahead and find Luke Return of the Jedi Deluxe. And I'm going to highlight it. It's right in the middle here. I'm putting it in the middle of the screen, and I highlighted it. MMS 517. $594 and rising. Only $6 away from the $600 tier range. Are you kidding me? And when is this going to come out? And listen, I spilled my coffee. Over that Luke Skywalker from the Mandalorian Season 2 finale, which is one of the best matches I've ever seen Hot Toys do. They completely nailed that Luke. It looks exactly like him from the finale. But it's not, for me, it's not the Return of the Jedi Luke. Not only because of that, and because they're matching the obviously what they did in the Mandalorian season 2 finale. It's 5 years. He looks older. He's 5 years older anyway. He has a different aura about him as well. He's more confident. He's more powerful. He's more seasoned. There's more salt. There's more pepper. There's more buttermilk. So for a lot of collectors, not all of them, this Luke Return of the Jedi deluxe set is money. I've got it. I've got it in my collection. You've seen some of the videos that I put up from the market chart show, and I put that thing in. It is stunning. It's stunning. Let's look at Luke A New Hope. Let's see if I can find it down here. And look at this. Look at this now. Wow. Goes ahead of a Leia A New Hope. And right now, MMS $297 for the Farm Boy. $511 and climbing. Are you kidding me? And I'm telling you right now, I don't necessarily believe that this is going to be reissued until we get onto the 50th anniversary of Star Wars. You may get something there with that figure. It certainly would be nice for sure to get that figure with that. Indeed. But wow, it is absolutely crazy. Indeed. We've got KG in the house, KG Collector. What is going on? What is going on, my friend? Good to have KG. KG, are you at table 5 with Popsick? Do we need to refill you, him, and this guy? And when you saw the Ahsoka instruction booklet yesterday, did you do this, KG Collector? Because is it possible that it's imminent? And I say, yes. Come on. Oh, my goodness. Welcome, everybody, in here to Live and Raw, going over some market stuff in here. And let's get to some of the super chats and go back to the comments as I'm going over that. And I'll go to the other screen here. And let me actually go to this one. And I won't go to that one. It's covering my face. Let's stay with this one. This was better. There you go. 6-Scale Mafia, my man Anthony, who's in the house. Editing footage since I woke up, but wanted to tune in and show the love. You always show the love there, baby. Let me get you some coffee as you're editing. We'll send it on over. We'll have the 3-eyed Raven send it over, baby. Or we'll have Grogu use the Force and send it over. Everyone subscribe and smash that like button. Thank you so much, Anthony. To the Dark Wizard. I mean Jedi. Everyone have a great weekend. You know, the Hot Toys Wizard has not taken over the Dark Jedi's likeness yet. And you have to wonder, is it possible because my Dark Jedi powers are a match to the Wizard's wizardry powers? And I don't know. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. But it's very, very interesting indeed. 6-Scale Mafia. Make sure that you check 6-Scale Mafia out and subscribe to this man. He's also at 6scalecantina.com. Just go to that resources and links page and look for his link and click it. And 6-Scale Mafia, I think he's going to go a little bit early today because I had to go early today. And I am not sure what time he's going to go. I think it's 7 o'clock, 6 or 7. But make sure you all are getting ready for 6-Scale Mafia show tonight. I'm sure he'll put it in the chat. Put it in the chat, Mafia, so they all know. But thank you so much. Come on. Come on, come on. And JB goes, Aries, do you think they're going to make a 1/6 scale Hot Toys Cad Bane? Well, look, you got me jumping, but I'll go ahead and jump for you, my friend. So let me go ahead and put this up on the screen. So you have to wonder, JB, is it possible that this figure is going to be coming as an announcement real quick, fast, and in a hurry? And I say, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Look, come on. This was one of the most epic moments in the book of Boba Fett. And I think with everything that is going on, has gone on with The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett, all the TV, all the Favreau and Filoni stuff. Is this one of the most epic moments coming in? And I say yes. There's no doubt that they're coming out with this figure, and there's absolutely no reason to wait. And listen, it's Star Wars, and Star Wars is hot. And you have to wonder if I actually received information from the Hot Toys Wizard that we're going to be getting a lot of releases from the Book of Boba Fett. And I'm going to be talking about some of that later. But since you brought this up, what about this figure? And I'm telling you right now, this is a no-brainer. But I don't think that there's not a chance in hell. Let me say that again. There's not a chance in hell that this comes out post Obi-Wan show. This is 1000% going to be announced way before there, and is 1000% one of the releases that you can anticipate and expect from the Book of Boba Fett for sure. Come on. And I, for one, absolutely would love this. I'd love to them to start getting into the alien stuff anyway. And I think you're going to get quite a few of this stuff coming up from Hot Toys, actually, when it comes to these alien type of sculpts, these alien type of beings. I think you're going to get it. I absolutely think you're going to. I don't think, I know you're going to get this for sure. And Pib Ford puts up, heard from a Sideshow insider that we should get an announcement in the next 2 months. Well, for sure. There's no way they're going to do this, Pib Ford. There is absolutely no way that they're going to do this during or after the Obi-Wan series. Now, with some of the characters, they can. Not with this one. This one is absolutely a prominent. Maximum Rex goes, hope they add an exclusive larger hat. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Probably not. I know where you're going, baby. I don't pre-order, especially early anymore, but Cad Bane instant. Yeah, I mean, if it floats your boat, and it floats a lot of our boats, I totally get it. For me, I don't pre-order really anything. I reserve some with comic shops. I will wait for final production photos. I don't put a lot of my money in that. Only certain figures that have a chance, which is few and far between, of actually having a stock problem. Or I know maybe if I procrastinate, which I do, and it's not going to be in there, I think, for more than 2 months, like that 2-pack Boba Fett. And look, I know we were talking about it on Dante's show yesterday, which was an epic show. And I embrace everybody's opinions. You may be wrong for all I know, but you may be right. But the reason I put my $50 down on that, which I did, and that's the only $50 down that I got on anything. And the only thing I have down for a long time is because I genuinely, from a marketing perspective, think that there's a chance. Now, there's a chance it won't. But I'm telling you right now, remember, they are producing as many Boba Fett single-wise, non-deluxe, as they are the deluxe version. And those Boba Fetts never sit in stock long. And they're not going to keep pumping out the robe version. I told you from the beginning, Boba Fett and the robes, that version is going to be scarce. They are not. I'm right. They are not. They are not going to mass produce a ton of those. And they're worried about beating some of the Hong Kong people with videos because they want to count every penny coming out of COVID. There's not a chance in the world that they're going to be just spending money recklessly, Sideshow, on so much dead stock for that 2-pack at $495 that they're retailing it for. It just does not make business sense. And you got so many other figures that are going to be coming out, and there's only so much space in their warehouses and so much money that they have in reserve with all these figures coming out. And you got more Boba Fetts that are going to be coming out, including Boba Fett and the Throne. And definitely, you already got the quarter scale version. You're going to get at least one 6-scale version from this show. They're just not going to do it. They're just not. They're just not going to do it. I'm telling you, baby. I'm telling you. I mean, it's a foregone conclusion. And you also have to wonder about.
This is an emergency interruption from the Hot Toys Wizard. And, as you can clearly see, I have taken on the likeness of P-Rockzilla. Come on. And you have to wonder, do I have some information that I have given Aries that's going to knock your freaking socks off when it comes to Star Wars Hot Toys? And I say yes. So for P-Rock, this is the Hot Toys Wizard, and you are watching 6 Scale Cantina. Baby.
Has there ever been a better time to be a Star Wars fan and collect Hot Toys and be subscribed and watch 6 Scale Cantina? Because what you gonna do when the Hot Toys Wizard runs wild on you? What you gonna do? Oh my goodness gracious. The Hot Toys Wizard taking on the likeness of my friend P-Rockzilla. Is it possible? Look, we just saw it. Man, and I felt it, baby. Listen, I do got some information from the Hot Toys Wizard. And you know, when the Hot Toys Wizard gives information, you can go ahead and lock and load it, baby. As a lock, you can go ahead and place your bets. Come on with 92 in here at 3:30 in the afternoon. Are you kidding me? But listen, is it possible that you are subscribed to P-Rock? And I say, please go ahead and do it if you're not. Please go ahead and do that. Please subscribe. You can get it in the video description below, P-Rockzilla, or just right here on YouTube, P-Rockzilla. Subscribe. Come on. And I hope he's feeling all right. I get a sense, he might have the other way. He might not have the effects of Fabio. It might be other effects, like the effects that it had on Kiko, which are much more positive. Come on. Oh, you gotta love the wizard. P-Rockzilla says, thank you everyone for the support, and especially Aries. Look, P-Rock, I can't wait to have you on the next show. Is it possible you're going to be on the panel? And I say, yes, love having P-Rock on. Come on. Fabs is rolling over with something. Look, I think it's going to have different effects than you, Fabio. I think different effects. Different effect. I think it's the cigar. The cigar is what did you in, or that buttermilk crap you drink from. That he is asking me to serve up. Come on. Why is the wizard Dante's twin? Dante's twin. Come on. P-Rock is the smooth talking wizard. He was, because the wizard can be, the wizard can take the likeness of even Kathleen Kennedy. How many of you would like that? Would you like the wizard to take on the likeness of Kathleen Kennedy or Julia Roberts? Let me know what you'd rather have. Robbie's Reviews goes, P-Rock, good stuff. Bob Dylan, nice job. OG fan, nice single songwriter. We interrupt this broadcast for the Hot Toys Wizard about future, you little devil. LOL. That didn't hurt, by the way. It's those cigars. Listen, come on. You may need to get cigars, Fab, from Puerto Rico, where where the Hot Toys Wizard was when he took on Dante's likeness. About future, nice. P-Rock taking over, says Riley's Reviews. JB goes, gosh darn it, God darn it, I just spilled my damn coffee. No, seriously, I did. I did that twice this week, right by my freaking keyboard, because my little clip is missing on this particular thermos. So if it tips over, it comes out. You got to be kidding me, man. And I bumped into it, but I caught it in time. But it happened twice. Is it possible I need to take some of this Hot Toys money and buy a couple of these? And I say, yes. Bob Dylan goes, this should be good. But Bob, yes, it was awesome. You got to love the Hot Toys Wizard. Come on. And Lane Kramer, Lane's in here. Subscribe and hit the like button. Plus, check out the benefits of becoming a member of the market value community. Yeah, thank you so much for saying that. Thank you so much for saying that. Look, is it possible that as a Cantina insider, you get separate live shows? And I say, yes, you get the crazy unboxings, you get heightened thoughts and analysis, you get shows from the Hot Toys Wizard. I'm going to have a live show tomorrow just for Cantina insiders. So thank you so much for that, Lane. You are awesome. And Fabio says yes. Yes. He's changing his name to Fabio Land. Awesome. Wizard, are we getting Miggs Mayfield? I'm going to keep going. Got to save it for later. I'd rather see the Hot Toys Wizard take over Betty White and she's dead than Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy. I bet you're happy that Favreau and Filoni and Deborah Chow have a lot more power than what she gave. How about Ryan Johnson? You want the Hot Toys Wizard to take that. Single songwriter puts in, JB, make a wish. It's good luck to actually spill your coffee during the show. Well, if you do, let me pour you a new one, baby. Come on. But yes, Cad Bane, have I heard from the Hot Toys Wizard while he's taken on all these different likenesses with 101 in here in the afternoon about Cad Bane, and that it's going to be coming out soon and before the Obi-Wan series as far as an announcement. And I say, yes, this is one of the highlights from the show. They named one of the shows, episode 6, even with Luke in it, about Cad Bane. And there's no doubt about it. And listen, I was talking to Fabio about this, who's in the chat. And one thing we've got to remember, I know some people may have been disappointed. Oh, wow, he's dead. He was epic. I thought he was going to job like in WWE to bring Boba Fett that awesomeness, which he did. But look, I mean, everybody who dies on the sands of Tatooine apparently goes to that place with that dude who puts in all this robotic stuff. I'm not convinced he's dead. I'm just not. I'm just saying I'm not convinced. Just like I'm not convinced Darth Maul's dead. Whenever you die on the sands of Tatooine, it's like the fountain of youth. It's like, if I know I'm going to die, I probably want to go to Tatooine. Thank God the Cantina's up at Tatooine. Lay Kramer goes, Aries, the last member of the New Day, spreading the power of positivity. It's a new day. Yes, it is. Come on. I love the New Day. I love Kofi Kingston. I love them all. JB, LOL. Yes. Yeah, Brandon. And welcome in here. Hope we get the shipping notice from Sideshow on the Boba 2-pack. Such a long way. I know, man. I absolutely know. Let's continue. I'm going to talk about more of these information I received from the Hot Toys Wizard, which Cad Bane is one. You could put that in the bank. We are 1,000% getting that. And for the announcement, you're not going to have to wait long. Is it possible you're going to have to wait long till this releases? And I say, unfortunately, yes. But you're going to get the announcement. And you're going to spill your coffee. But you're going to be okay waiting for it because, like Heinz ketchup, anticipation. You're going to be waiting for it. It's going to come. They got to fill a ton up for 2023, which I got a few out there now, including that quarter scale. Just a few. They've got to fill it up. You're going to get a ton of announcements. I'm telling you right now, you heard it from here. You're going to get a ton of announcements. They're going to be coming out like crazy. And don't get all flustered about it. Don't get all flustered. How am I going to pay for it? Well, you're not going to have to pay for any of them this year. You're going to pay for some of them in the first quarter of 2023. You're going to pay for some of them in the second quarter of 2023. You're going to pay for the rest of them in the third quarter and fourth quarters of 2023. That's what's going to happen. I've been warning you about this for months and months and months. It's not that big of a deal. It's certainly expected. And with all these shows coming out and how they tie into The Mandalorian, because they are tying into The Mandalorian. So don't expect like Marvel. It's a different mechanism. You're only going to get 2 figures a show. This is tied into The Mandalorian. You're going to get a lot of figures because it all ties into the Mandoverse. So you're just going to get a ton. You really, really are. Now, granted, the Obi-Wan series is not really tied into the Mandoverse. It's before then. But is it possible you are going to get some tie-ins, especially when it comes to Order 66 and Grogu? And I say, yes. Maybe that's the series where you get your Mace Windu. Maybe that's the series with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Hayden Christensen. And you have to wonder, is it possible that Hayden Christensen is the one who took Grogu out of the Jedi Temple? And I'm going to pull this up onto the screen, and you see his gorgeous face right there to this side of me. But it's very, very interesting indeed, because you would expect Anakin to be very, very loyal to Emperor Palps. You would expect him to be very, very loyal, that Anakin would do anything for this guy right here.
Good, Anakin, good.
Good.
But again, you have to wonder, just like Darth Plagueis was killed in his sleep, and just like Anakin in the future said, come join me. Together we can rule the God. We could destroy the Emperor. Okay. He's not a great friend to the Emperor. You think the Emperor doesn't know that? You think that Anakin doesn't know that? Anakin, when he told Mace, don't kill him, I need him. It wasn't like, don't kill him, I love him. like remember the dude, the Rancor Keeper, the old Rancor Keeper, not Danny Trejo, but the old Rancor Keeper. One of my favorite scenes of Return of the Jedi. I love it. I love it. He was very emotional about his rancor. But you have to wonder, was Anakin that emotional? Don't kill the Emperor. I love him. No, I need him. And what I don't need is butt. I'm going to throw him the heck out.
Good, Anakin, good.
Good.
And it's interesting, because is it possible then that Anakin, when he's killing all these people that obviously didn't get away, the young lings, the old lings, the grandfather lings, the whoever lings, that there was an order, maybe to the clone troopers, maybe to others, don't shoot the green guy, because I need an apprentice in the future. I would have stored this away, because I'm going to be the one. This is my new empire. I rule the galaxy. You have to wonder. You have to wonder if there was a mad race to get Grogu. There was certainly tension between Mace Windu and Anakin Skywalker the whole time in the prequels. Mace did not believe Anakin was the chosen one. He was very skeptical anyway about Anakin being that way. Is it possible there was another Jedi that maybe Mace Windu was considering could possibly be what the prophecy was speaking of? Or another Jedi that could bring balance to the Force? It's going to be very interesting. But they're 1,000% going to be diving into. Don't think don't get so hyped up that Grogu chose Mando and that's it, and no more flashbacks of the clone. There's a reason you saw the 501sts, and there's a reason they didn't show you the scene in the book of Boba Fett which way he chose. Is it possible that he didn't just choose the outfit? I say yes. I don't think it went that way. I think there's a specific reason why R2 flew him in the X-Wing and why Luke wasn't in there. That's the key. That's the key. It wasn't like Luke was like, okay, F you, R2 will take you. It's not what we think. I am convinced 1,000% that whole scene did not go as we think. I still maintain that it's going to be a combined effort between Din Djarin and Luke Skywalker, and possibly even Ahsoka Tano, and possibly even Mace Windu, in cultivating Grogu up to whatever his destiny is. You have to remember that. And they didn't just show you those 501st in that flashback, which is more Luke's interest than Mandalorians. Din Djarin really, except to comfort him. They didn't just show that, but like, oh yeah, well, we had a screening error. We couldn't edit that out. Let's just have him choose Mando and then forget about all that. Favreau and Filoni aren't that dumb. So it's going to be coming. But we're all assuming it's Mace, and I think Mace is involved. But you have to wonder if Anakin, who is killing all the younglings or killing everybody, while he's going to Mustafar saying, okay, Palps, I need you right now. As soon as you tell me how to save Padme from death, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to take over the galaxy again. I'm going to be training my own apprentice. It's interesting. It's very, very interesting. It's very interesting. Is it possible that we're going to find something out about Order 66? They're going to tie this in, even though that it is earlier, way, way earlier than The Mandalorian. And I say they have to. They have to. They have to continue to market for The Mandalorian episode 3. You're going to see it. You're going to see something there. This is an interesting thing. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It might not. But actually, I think this is almost just as plausible as Barriss Offee or an off Jedi or any other bad guy or even Sam Jackson that Anakin just decided to take him. The question is, was there some type of battle or some type of resistance that we don't know about? Is it something that Ahsoka knows? I don't know. There may be more that Ahsoka knows that she's just not telling, which would be very, very interesting indeed. Yeah. Yeah, he hated Yoda, but that doesn't mean he hated Grogu. And Siths just want. They all hate each other. That's why they kill each other. If he thought that Grogu was going to be the one that was going to be a good apprentice for him, that he could turn him to the dark side and do his bidding, he's going to use him. That's what it's about. It's not about love or hate. It's about who's going to be the most useful to me. Just like he thought the Emperor's going to be useful, Ladies Man 727, to help save Padme. It was all BS. They're Sith. Grogu lightsabered Luke. I doubt that. The little guy is powerful, but he ain't that powerful. Not yet, anyway. Come on. Yeah, I really think that this is plausible. No, I don't agree, ladies man, that Anakin taking Grogu ruins the input. If Mace takes him, it ruins it. Everything ruins something. I get what you're saying. I respect the opinion, but I don't see it. I think it shows that he is looking out for himself and is planning for the future. He didn't know that he was going to have Luke. He didn't know. He didn't know at that point what was going to happen. That was many, many years in the future. Whatever his child that Padme was going to have. He didn't know it was going to be twins or any of the stuff like that. So maybe at that point, I think he was looking. He'd be looking for an apprentice. So you have to wonder, does it necessarily, it could be someone that you think can change. Remember, Anakin was good. Anakin was good while the Emperor was recruiting him. You got to remember that. He recruited a good guy. Is it possible that Anakin's the same things like, look, I'm going to get this guy to do it. Look, I mean, it's interesting. I want this figure.
Good, Anakin, good.
But I don't know. It could be someone completely different. It could be Barriss Offee. How many do you think it's going to be her? How many do you think it's going to be? I don't know. Could be a clone trooper. Could it be one of the clones? Could be one of the clone commanders. Could the clones have had orders to not kill Grogu? Is it something none of us are thinking of? Who got him out of there? Because notice in the glasses that Grogu was not shot at. They were killing younglings. They were just slashing, killing. Now, it could be because he's behind a cockpit. True. But it's very, very interesting. They set it up where they give us so many questions. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. About Future says, what if R2 saved Grogu? I don't know. They do have a connection. Let me ask you this about Future. Yeah. R2. How would Bail Organa? Does Bail Organa know? which means does Yoda know? Which means does Obi-Wan know? It's a good theory. It's a good theory because they could absolutely somehow make this work where Obi-Wan says in The Empire Strikes Back when he takes off the vestment, that boy was our only hope. There is another. We all assume he was talking about Leia. Very specifically in Return of the Jedi, he told Luke when he was passing, there was another Skywalker. That's where he said there's another Skywalker. He didn't say there was another. Here's something that I think we all have to think about. Yoda is very good at seeing the future in the Force. He's also very, very good at foresight. And just the way that Leia turned out, he probably could foresee that Leia was just not going to be that type of Jedi that was going to be like Ahsoka and go around and do those type of lightsaber battles, that type of Jedi. It just was not her destiny. Her destiny was more military. It was just different. So I would think with that foresight, he was telling Luke there's another Skywalker. And you have to wonder if Yoda had insight that when he confronted Vader later in Return of the Jedi, that there was going to be, Leia was going to be used as something that can sway Luke to anger. And maybe that was the reason he was telling Luke about her. Not necessarily that you need to train her to be a Jedi, because really, it really just didn't go that way. So going back to The Empire Strikes Back, which is very interesting, when he said, no, there is another. He didn't say another Skywalker. He was saying another hope for saving. And really, it wouldn't even make sense if it was Leia, unless Luke died and she wanted revenge. It's like, oh, well, Luke, you're not doing it. Leia's going to do it. I think that they can tie it in and actually be there's another. Where is this another? And maybe that another is not exactly the same type of Jedi that is Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda. Maybe that other is Grogu, who's clearly going to be a Jedi that's a Mandalorian. I think so anyway. So it's really interesting. You could be right. You could be right. Ladies Man 2727 could be right. I don't know. It got us talking, though. It got us talking. And they got us talking. They left a lot of interesting, open-ended questions with that scene. But here's the thing I want to point out before we get to some other stuff that you need to remember. You can't just look at Chapter 7 of the Book of Boba Fett and think that that's it. He just chose Mando. That story's over. There would be no reason to be showing the footage of him seeing 501sts. They're clearly going to have a build-up to that. They're clearly showing you that something happened in the past, which is also something that happened in the past prior to the forthcoming Obi-Wan series. And maybe Obi-Wan does know something. Maybe Yoda does know something. Maybe Bail Organa does know something. Maybe none of them know something. Maybe it was R2-D2 and Bail Organa knows. Maybe it was Anakin. Maybe it was Barriss. Maybe it was Mace. Maybe it was someone that we don't even know. The one thing is for certain. Is it possible that someone rescued Grogu out of the temple? And I say, yes. And it's interesting, isn't it? And I think the more interesting thing about it is who the heck is it? And how does this tie in? Because certainly that little guy is alive during the Obi-Wan series that is going to be forthcoming, which is super, super, super exciting to me for sure. But again, I don't know what you guys think in the chat. I don't think he just chose the Mandalorian and that's it. I think you're going to see Luke again. I think he probably did choose both. I think it's very interesting they didn't show Luke on that X-Wing, and it was just R2 dropping him off. I think we're in for some real cool, interesting things for sure. Let's continue to move on. Let's go back to remember, we got till 4:30, so I'm still serving it up. What table you at, baby? Come on. All right, let me pull up to the bigger screen and let's look at some of these other things. So I showed you Luke Skywalker, baby. I showed you Luke. And remember, again, if you don't have 6-Scale Cantina bookmarked, you may want to consider doing so. It has all your latest Hot Toys information and all the secondary market information. So I went over these two Lukes, which are absolutely going crazy. Here's an interesting thing about Rey and Dio. This figure is going to be a future grail for sure, even in the midst of so many other figures coming out and so much new content. This figure continues to, and look, I'm going to pull this up because I told you that with any of these averages that you see here within the market value chart, I'm going to give you another tip, which I've told you probably 100 times, but I'll say it again. It's an average. Sometimes that means if it's like, let's say it's $400, that means sometimes it sells over 500. That also means sometimes it sells just 300. It's an average. So exercising patience to get yourself the best deal is something that I highly, highly recommend. But you have to wonder when it comes to Rey and pulling this up, and I saw this as a fast listing. And then another one was listed right after that and sold within one day. Because when you're pulling her up at a price of $350 from a U.S. seller, I knew that this was going to go in 24 hours or less. And it went. And then another one sold again in 24 hours, gone. It just goes to show you. And when you go ahead and look at ongoing auctions, which are also very, very telling, where it's not all wrapped up and it's kind of like, okay, is it used or whatnot? And you can see here with almost a day left, 40 watchers. You're talking about people being interested. 40 watchers, 305. This is Rey with 8 bits. And this is a listing. It's very, very telling to show you where this figure not only is right now within a secondary market, which is rising every week, on a nice slow burn towards the $400 tier range and beyond. But where this figure is going to be at the beginning of 2023. And even more importantly, where it's going to be during 2024. Will this be a grail? Will it be double than the retail of what it was at $249? And I say yes. Yeah. She's continuing to move. And another one I want to show you over here, this figure has breached the $400 tier range. And it should not be a surprise to you. And it is back. It did it before, but now it's done it again. And you can see right here with 10 bids, $425 just back from yesterday, not including the $12 in shipping, not including taxes. Your heavy infantry Mandalorian. Wow. Selling for $425. Adding on the $12, adding on taxes, well over $450. And you have to wonder, how many of you think in the chat that with some of the characters that are suspect in the book of Boba Fett, as we're trying to decipher what way is Hot Toys going to cash in, is it possible that we actually don't have to wait for the Mandalorian Season 3 for another heavy infantry Mandalorian, but we actually get a different version with the shield for the heavy infantry Mandalorian as a book of Boba Fett release? We're going to have to keep an eye on it. I think it is possible. And one of the reasons why is there's clearly a lot of collectors that missed out on this and are paying buku bucks for this figure right now. And maybe Hot Toys is looking at that. It would be real interesting if this was going to be some type of con exclusive, some type of limited run, and they can add the shield, or there's a couple of differences to this. Is it out of the realm of possibility? Is it completely absurd to think that? And I say, no, it's not. Am I locked in on it? No. I mean, my gut tells me Mandalorian season 3. But another part of my body tells me this is easy, buddy. It's a character that if you didn't like the Book of Boba Fett or you were okay on the Book of Boba Fett, you're sure as hell going to buy this because it's a Mandalorian figure. I don't know. I kind of smell what the Rock is cooking. I kind of smell what the Rock is cooking. This figure has hit over the $400 tier range. And let's actually go to the market value chart at 6scalecantina.com. And let's see if I fixed a little search box here from the last show and put in heavy. Let's see if the Praetorians come up. And yes, they do. And right in the middle, sandwiched in between, or right underneath the Praetorian heavy blade in the middle. Wow, $415 TMS 010 and rising. Very, very interesting indeed. Pulling this up from JC. How is the Empire Strikes Back Darth doing? Okay, let's actually go to the ESB Darth. Let me put in Vader. Let me see what comes up here, my friend. Wow. And yes, this just recently happened. And I don't even know if I talked about this, but this is very, very recently. The Darth Vader Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary, MMS 572, JB, has now breached the $400 tier range and is rising. So there you go. And remember, I warned you. The Dark Jedi here told everybody about these 40th anniversary figures. You're not only seeing it with this, you're seeing it with both Boba Fett's. You're seeing it with both Bobas. And the interesting thing about the Boba Fett's is Boba Fett all over now is starting to rise and rise incredibly, which is going to tell you the story of how generally this series was accepted. A lot of people, even some harsh critics out there, are now thinking it's a 7 or an 8, which is really, really good. It's nowhere near. He's going insane. Look at what's going on with the quarter scale Boba Fett. And pulling this up on the screen right now, this one is starting to skyrocket, which we all knew would. And you can see right here, because this was getting very, very low. And this just happened a little bit ago, last week. $455 where this was sinking. The regular one was sinking well before the series came out. It just was. It's just the Return of the Jedi ones were not doing very, very good. But now they are showing strong, strong, strong. And forget about the vintage color Boba Fett. Forget about the Empire Strikes Back Boba Fett. Absolutely strong within the secondary market. No glips at all. But what you're seeing with other characters in the book of Boba Fett, like the Lukes I brought up before, like these R2s. These R2s are absolute insanity. Absolute insanity, these R2-D2s. And I'm just bringing up ones from just a couple weeks ago. I mean, going well over $500 on these OTR2s, and the Force Awakened ones are absolutely crazy as well. Now, I've brought up to you before, and let's see if I actually have, I'm going to give you some tidbits here on figures that you can get bargains for. Now, I'm going to bring up one that I was telling you to hunt down because it was going to go up. So I'm pulling this up onto the screen so you can see what are the heavy risers, what are the biggest movers this particular week is the Mud Trooper. And you can see right here, $345 from a very, very good seller with 7 bids, starting to go way back up again, not including the $25 in shipping and not including taxes. And pulling this up on the screen, let's see where this one landed. And And this was from an auction that was just going on from somebody with low feedback, but all positive, very low. And just this ended today at $333 with $22 in shipping. So remember, I was telling you, this was going for $270, $260, $290, $280 all day long. And I told you, if you were looking for a mud trooper, that few month span was the time, because there was no way, because this is technically Han Solo, and because it's a very unique trooper, that it was going to stay in that 260, 270 range. It just was not. And it's starting to rise again. And another figure that is really dipping, and I mean really dipping, and there's actually a few that are dipping. I'm going to go back to the biggest movers section. I'm going to show you one that I'm going to give you a tip on. If you're looking for a mud trooper, maybe scoop it up now, because it's possible it's going to go over the $400 tier range. And I say, absolutely, it's going to go back. And here's another one that's going to go back, and probably near 500. And I'm going to show you right now. You can get a deal on it, and that's this Chirrut Imwe. And let's see if you could see it on the screen right now. Yes, you could see it right there, trending down. And I'm talking about you're getting him in the low 300s with the regular version, and the deluxe in the mid and the high 300s. It's not going to stay that way. So if you have a secondary market budget, which I would hope any of these figures that you get that you have a budget for. I know a lot of you have a limit. I have a limit. I only go so high that I'm going to spend within the secondary market. My tip to you is Chirrut Imwe right now, because eventually he's going to go the way of the Mud Trooper, and he's going to go high again. And welcome. We've got 25 minutes left. So I'm going to give another round. It's not last call yet, but we're hitting there. Let me know what table you're at, baby. We have to go ahead and refill the Grogu Meister at table 5 with Popsick. We're spilling some coffee here today. We already told you that Cad Bane is imminent, and we had an interruption from the Hot Toys Wizard taking on the likeness of P-Rock. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great year. Oh, my goodness gracious. My tip, I have 2 tips for you. Chirrut Imwe, if you're in the market for one, now's the time. The other tip for you is Luke Skywalker, not the Endor ones. Luke Skywalker, Jedi Knight from Return of the Jedi is low. Is it possible it's going to stay that way? And I say, no. Check those 2 out, because they're going to go very, very high. I already showed you all the other Lukes. Just put Luke together. Put Luke together. It's going to go high. Just giving you a tidbit. They're very low right now. And there's several figures that are low. And I'll be talking about that upcoming market shows as I'm collecting more data. And then there's some figures like that Rey and Dio that are going off the charts. That's how it is. There are ebbs and flows. But they are ebbs and flows. So 2 tips for you right now. They are not trending very, very high at all. I'm going to get to some of your comments in here. Let me continue to scroll on up and down and all around. This is live and raw. All right, here we go. And I'm going to get to this question here from Sebastian. Welcome in here, Sebastian. Sebastian Roybal. Hi, Aries. Can we have any hope for Empire Strikes Back figures being released now that anniversary has passed? With these huge new series possibilities, is there still room for original trilogy characters to be released? And I say, yes. Look, did I hear from the Hot Toys Wizard on this particular figure that I am going to whoop on you and put up on the screen right now? And I say, yes. And listen, I don't think we're done with 40th anniversary packaging. I really don't. I think that this one's going to come in the 40th anniversary packaging for ESB. I don't think you're going to get any of the Return of the Jedi packaging this year. You're going to get it next year. And there's still going to be some 40th anniversary for the Empire Strikes Back. This one, I believe, is 1,000% imminent, and it's coming. As a matter of fact, I am feeling such a pulse. The Hot Toys Wizard has already told me about this, but I'm feeling such a pulse from the Hot Toys Wizard that I am inclined to play this right now.
The Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet.
Did you spill your coffee? Did you spill it? Did you smell? Do you smell what the Hot Toys Wizard is cooking? Come on. Welcome, everybody who's in here. This is a very special, live and raw, very, very midday in the afternoon with your host, the Dark Jedi, Aries Terrington, who's serving up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk, along with a full panel of all of you having a blast. Having a blast giving you some of the stuff within the secondary market. You got some figures that are trending down, like your Last Jedi Kylo, like your Finn Stormtrooper, like your Luke Jedi Knight from Return of the Jedi, like your Chirrut Imwe. And then you got some figures that are just moving, skyrocketing, and coming back up, like that Mud Trooper, like all the other Lukes. So you have to wonder, is that Luke Jedi Knight going to join? It sure as heck is. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. As far as this Bespin Luke, yeah, it's coming. Look, they have to continue to feed. Are we going to be getting a ton of these OT figures? No. No. I mean, every year you get stuff like the vintage color Darth Vader that's up there. You get like, vintage color Boba Fett, the reissue of the regular Boba Fett. You get Lando. You get this, you get that. Luke is very, very, very hot. Let me say this again. Luke is very, very, very hot. Extremely hot. Look, I already opened up. I showed you earlier in the show what's going on with Luke Skywalker within the secondary market. And as Favreau and Filoni and Disney continue to build upon this character's back to the restructuring he should be at, is it possible there's just going to be more of a demand for Luke? And I say yes. Putting this out, to me, is an absolute must. If you're going to put out any original trilogy figures, this one from The Empire Strikes Back makes total sense. Don't even talk to me about C-3PO. It will be announced this year. I've heard it from the Hot Toys Wizard. You heard it. You heard it. Doesn't matter about Disney Plus. They're going to come out with R2. I mean, with C-3PO. They just are. They just are. Yeah. And sure, I mean, I understand maybe it's a licensing issue. I don't know why they can make two R2s then. Something's not jiving. They're going to come out with it. The other thing is the other ones that would make sense to me is a 6-scale Darth Vader from Return of the Jedi. And I understand you got the forthcoming Obi-Wan series. I'm all going to tell you is Ahsoka. All I'm going to tell you is the couple of Lukes that are out. You're going to get the Clone Wars. Here's another one. I'm telling you that's coming. And is it possible that this is coming very fast? And maybe along with the Ahsoka, which would be really interesting. And let's see if I actually have this queued up, because I'd like to put this on the screen. As Ahsoka gets ready to come out, as the Clone Wars Anakin gets ready to come out, come on, baby. Come on. As my friend Lael, at 1/6 scale man, would say, come on, you know what time it is. And is it time to come out, to officially come out with this? Come on. Come on. They're going to do it. They're going to do it. They're absolutely going to do this. And they're going to give you quite a few figures. They have to fill up for 2023. They got hardly nothing in 2023. Nothing. They've got hardly nothing ready for 2023. You're going to get a lot of announcements this year. So you heard it from the Dark Jedi. You're going to get a lot of announcements. Don't have your heart skipping how you're going to pay for these all, because you're not, except for some exclusives, maybe a couple, maybe a few. You're not going to get any of them this year. You're just not. You're going to get them next year. You're going to get this year what's coming out this year. Like I said, you may get a couple exclusives. I think that R2 is going to be one of them. But this, this may be one of them. Is it possible this may be one of them? Come on, baby. Come on. This is another one that's going to be coming out. Sebastian goes, Nita Hofflu. Come on. Tauntaun milk now. It's 413. What table you at, Sebastian? On the house for you, baby. P-Rock. How are you feeling, my friend? Yeah, what is it, like a half hour later? I would love a snow speeder to go with that Luke. Oh, baby. I would. I know you're talking about that Luke in the 40th ESB packaging. I'd love to get that Bestman one. I think it's coming. Here's a question from Riley's Reviews, or a statement. Look at that Dark Side Anakin, baby. Come on, baby. Back to 700. It is. It is back to 700 on the market value chart of 6scalecantina.com. We'll hit 800 when that Kenobi show comes up, guaranteed. Is it possible that Riley's Reviews is correct? And I say yes. 107 in here. And I've only said it one time, but I'm going to say it now. Did you hit the like button, baby? And maybe you're watching because I'm very early in the day. 6 Scale Cantina for the very first time. Go ahead and subscribe. I much appreciate your support indeed. You all know I put a lot into this, a lot of work, but it's no sweat off my back because I love doing it. But hit the subscribe button. Much appreciated. On Single Songwriter, you're right. Snowspeeder Luke is 40th will come out. How Jones would you be, Single Songwriter? How Jones would you be? How excited would you be? I'm going to pull this back up. How excited would you be? And I don't know. Wouldn't this be interesting? If this, like the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian, if the reason why this has been taking so long, this thing right here, like the armor, can you imagine, Single Songwriter? Tell me I'm completely nuts that this couldn't be a con exclusive and we could actually get this in 40th anniversary packaging within 3 to 5 months. Maybe I'm crazy. But how fast would this sucker go if this was an exclusive and they did it this way in the 40th anniversary package? Tell me I'm crazy. Someone tell me. Maybe I am. Well, I already know I'm crazy. What's in this coffee? I'm too positive. Come on. I need negative. How many of you think I need negativity? Let me know. Love that scene. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I play it all the time. Come on. Yes. Table 69 could use some refills at a shot on the side. Coming up, baby. Coming right up for you, P-Rock. Come on. Brandon Altman says, I'll stick with Sideshow R2 for that price comparison. Yeah, I get you. A lot of people will. And I was thinking about that with the C-3PO. You know my problem with that, Brandon, honestly? And it's, I understand people that get it. I just don't like it. I just feel like it's a subpar one. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I got to see it in hand. I just really like the Tamashii Nations one, Brandon. I'm just being honest. So I'll pay Iron Man money for C-3PO. How many of you in there will pay Iron Man money for him? I don't even think it'll be as high as a lot of the Iron Mans. How much is C-3PO going to come with? Unless he comes with R2. Or unless he comes with, what is that guy? Boo-Boo Frick? Babu Frick? I don't know. Whatever the heck is it. I don't know. I mean, I think $350. Even diecast. I really do. I mean, I'd pay $400 for him. How many of you pay $400 for a diecast 3PO? Because I can't get one for under $800 on freaking eBay anyway. With Tamashii Nations. Let's continue to go down some of here. And from UK and Star Wars OT 6 scale still in here. Luke, Han, and Tauntaun, and I say yes, however, my wallet not ready. Mine either, baby. Mine either. Come on. 1-6 Shooter says they need to release a Baze of Albus already. Look, I mean, they're looking at the sales from the Rogue One Troopers that they're putting out. I'm going to say this. Star Wars is in a much different place. You can never, ever, ever, ever forget, ever forget, ever forget the controversy from The Last Jedi. It was so bad, and I brought this up on the Manahawk Collectible show, so bad. You had an over 92% on with the popcorn logo and everything fresh on Rotten Tomatoes for The Last Jedi. And almost a 50% difference from people watching The Last Jedi that were fans. It was a completely divided thing. Completely. Never anything like it. And that was the worst time. I didn't even want to talk to anybody online about anything for Star Wars. And you know, I spill a ton of coffee. We're getting up to last call. I only got 11 minutes left. So we're going to keep going and spilling it. I just was so bummed out from everybody's from the negativity with this and having to defend it. I love talking about it in public though, because my wife and I talk about this all the time. I talk about it with my daughters. Everyone that we talk to in the city, in our community, everyone kind of liked it, but they're not diehard fans like us. They're like, "Oh yeah, it's a good movie." They're not putting together this. Oh, Luke died. They're thinking Mark Hamill wanted out. They don't know. They just don't know. They just like the movie. Come on. But listen, all this stuff about the Empress sat in stock for a year. The Dark Side Anakin sat in stock for a year. They're all going to sit in stock for a year. They all were. But a figure that looked like the Mandalorian then was going to stick in stock for 10 years because no one gave a crap about it at that point. No one went to go see Solo movie. No one went to go see Solo. No one went to see Solo. Let me say it again. No one went to see Solo. It got leaked out that Darth Maul was in it. No one went to see Solo. I'm going to say it again. No one went to see Solo. You think that Dark Side Anakin's going to sit in stock for a year? Of course he's going to sit in stock for a year. You can't compare that to now. It is completely blue skies. You have ups and downs like in everything else. That's fine, but nothing. Let me say it again. Nothing like The Last Jedi and The Rise of Skywalker. Completely different times. You'll never have Dark Side Anakin sitting dead stock now. Not only because it's completely blue skies, but because Sideshow is so, and everyone coming out of COVID is so worried about money, they're just not going to order as much. Believe me, I've been in manufacturing for years in production. They're just volumes are not going to be there. They're not going to have that type of free income to sit on this stuff. It's just not going to happen, which is why I told you here that you're not going to have 8-9 months of Boba Fett 2-pack. Now, that Boba in the throne, I don't know. That's going to sit in there for a little bit. Honestly, I see that. I'm telling you right now, I'm calling it all along. Unless Ryan Johnson comes back, it just is not happening. It's just not. So again, I got into this tangent because someone's asking me about Baze Malbus here. So I'm glad I let the comment up. I could actually see them going ahead and putting out reissuing, putting out different versions of a lot of these Rogue One figures. I really do. And the reason they're so high within the secondary market is because people want them and people like the movie. And Star Wars is in a different place. And if they put out Jyn Erso again, would it sell? Yes. Come on. They put out Chirrut Imwe again, would that sell? Yes. If they put out, who was Forrest Whitaker? Sal Guerrero, if they put that out, that's not going to sell? Really? Who ain't going to buy it? I'm going to buy it. You're going to buy it. What about Baze Malbus? You're not going to buy it? Where do you think happens to Chirrut if they come out with Baze Malbus? You think there's going to be a demand for more Chirruts? You know they're going to be coming out with a Cassian Andor. I think that character was in Rogue One, right? You heard it here from Six Scale Cantina. They're going to revisit one of the best Star Wars movies in history, which is Rogue One. And you're going to get all those characters again. You heard it right here from the Hot Toys Wizard. Maybe I was just taking over for 5 seconds. That's it. Sorry, not a dramatic interruption. Putting this up from Seth. Seth's in the house. What is going on, Seth? My good friend, great supporter here. Solo was such a good movie. Sad to see not many liked it. Yeah. It's my oldest daughter's favorite Star Wars movie, and she's a Star Wars freak. She collects the vintage collection. Yeah, it's interesting. They're going to start revisiting that now, Seth, for sure. They're absolutely. Thank you for the $5 drop, my friend. I've got 7 minutes. Let's spill coffee all the way to the end because I don't got panel members that all got to, talk about what's going on. We can just keep doing this here until I've got to go, baby. Come on. Thank you so much, Seth. You're awesome. $5 drop. Yeah, I mean, Solo was such a good movie. It was. It was. It really, really was. Yeah, right. Cassian will be coming back. Yeah. The Cassian show's coming out, and it's going to be very interesting. Saw Gerrera. Who's feeling it? Baze Malbus. Who's feeling it? If they don't reissue Jin, some type of version of Jin, who's feeling it? Wizard. Will we see Darth Maul reprise his role in the Kenobi series? Favreau and Filoni are going to have to do this very carefully if we do. And because I understand there's a lot in the community that would be concerned about how it was dramatic in the Rebels, how they did that in the end. I don't know. Favreau and Filoni, they had a great way of bringing Cad Bane back. They did a great job with Boba Fett. I don't know. My sense is they're going to do it, especially because of all the stuff out there about George Lucas really wanting more Darth Maul. And apparently, whenever Boba Fett says, "You were left for dead on the sands of Tatooine," notice the deputy. He wasn't on the sands. It's something about the sand. It's like the coffee. It's like this coffee, baby. It's like this coffee. If he would have got shot 8 times like he did or whatever it was on the sands and not on the porch of the bar, the deputy probably would be alive. But he's dead because he wasn't on the sands. You see, Cobb Vanth on the sands, Cad Bane on the sands, Darth Maul on the sands. If you die on the sands, is it possible that you're going to get resurrected? And I say, yes. I don't know. I actually have a feeling about Darth Maul. I really, really do. I just do. How it's going to go over? They don't need any division about it. That's for sure. We'll have to see. I don't know. It's interesting. Seth with another drop, the $5 bomb. Thank you, my man. So appreciate the support. Did you see that Boba Fett? Oh my goodness. I've only got 4 minutes left. Yeah, dude, is it possible that the Dark Jedi, Aries Terrington, who serves up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk, is going to be getting that quarter scale figure? Come on. Are you kidding me? I have to. The armor looks fantastic. The base looks fantastic. The head sculpt looks absolutely like out of this world. The problem with that is, Seth, there was no doubt about it now that I have to get the quarter scale Darth Vader. And I look every week to get that. It's pricey, but I have to find a way to get it. Because there's no way I could get that Boba Fett and not go down a rabbit hole. The good news is there's only what? Got quarter scale Mando, quarter scale Boba Fett from the original trilogy, quarter scale Darth Vader. That's all you really got. And now you got this. So I can handle that. I got to get them all because that's just with the quarter scale. They're probably going to do one. I have a sneaking suspicion that they would do one for Ewan McGregor. The only problem I'm having with that is I think that Hayden Christensen is going to play such a pivotal role in this series that I feel like if they do one for Ewan McGregor, they're probably going to do one with Hayden Christensen. Can you imagine 2 quarter scale figures from that line? So I'll probably have to get both of those if they do it. They might not do them at all. I'm having a feeling. I don't think you're going to get anything from the Andor series. No quarter scale there. You're certainly going to get a quarter scale Rosario Dawson. They're going to absolutely capitalize on Ahsoka Tano. Just remember you heard that from here. Is it possible you're going to get Ahsoka Tano? It's Ahsoka. They're going to sell the quarter scale figure. Can you imagine Rosario's head sculpt on a quarter scale figure? Let me say that again. Did you just spill your coffee? Can you imagine a quarter scale Rosario Dawson hot toy figure? You know what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Seth. Fab still in the house. Fab, how you feeling? Light me a cigar. Oh my goodness gracious. It is crazy. Someone sitting in here, all speculation and fun. Yes, I don't know about following any of these chats. Absolutely. Um, absolutely. Actually, Hot Toys Wizard prophecies when we're talking about Sam Jackson coming back and some of the information we get, whether it's from speculations from John Campia or Mike Zero or Doomcock or Star Wars Meg. It's all speculation. Nobody knows. But yeah, I mean, and have fun in the chat. But I don't know. For all I know, someone was saying that Ahsoka's coming out and there was a ticket. I don't know. I'm not following all that. But listen, have fun and spill your coffee, baby. That's all I could say. I'm up to 1 minute. I have 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Luke Skywalker. Come on, baby. Come on. Is it possible? In 40th anniversary packaging? And did I hear from the Hot Toys Wizard? And I say, yes. Come on. Come on. Come on. Go ahead and spill your coffee. Let's do it. How many of you had fun in here today with the Dark Jedi, Aries Terrington, who's serving up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk? Come on. So listen, let me tell you what's going on. What is going on, and I will tell you what is going on. Is it possible that I will be live with the Cantina Insiders exclusive live show tomorrow? I think so. I'll put out some information on that. I may actually go live tomorrow. How many of you would like my band's not in the Super Bowl. My Stillers are not in there. I'm rooting for the Bengals. For Kiko Collects. I'm rooting for the Bengals. But I'm not going to watch it. I'm just not. I'm just not. I think I'm going to go live. I think I may go live with like Mafia and some people. How many of you would like that? Let me know if you'd watch it. I may go live tomorrow. Whatever Wills is over, I may go live. A special Super Bowl. A Super Bowl Cantina show. Let me know. I'm certainly going to be live Monday night. Instead of live at Raw, we did live at Raw now. I'm going to be live Monday night at 8 p.m. 8 p.m. or 8:15. It's either one of those, between 8 and 8:15 p.m. with the market show live. I will have a full panel. We will be spilling coffee for sure. So you absolutely don't want to miss that this coming Monday. Put it in your calendars. I'll be doing one or the other tomorrow. So keep an eye on that. Let me think it through. I may do a Super Bowl thing. How many of you would like that on there? JB goes, let's go live. About Future says, go live. I'm about a football fan. Star Wars OT says, great show, Aries. The Star Wars community is awesome. Yeah, it sure as heck is. 808 Michigan Jedi goes, I've been back and forth painting and chewing to watch your stream, Aries. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Lane says, I might be there. Doing something fun removes inflammation and stress in your life. You ain't kidding, baby. You ain't kidding at all. Fun is the key to life, people. Yeah, absolutely. Look for that tomorrow. I think I'm going to do a live show tomorrow because I'm not going to watch the Super Bowl. I don't miss it for the Steelers, but I really don't got a dog in this fight, and I'm not into it. And I got a lot to watch tonight with UFC 271, babe. So I think I'm going to go live. I think I'm going to go live with 6 Scale Mafia, maybe some others. Look for that tomorrow. I'll put out a banner. I'll let you all know. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Instagram. Subscribe here, and I'll put out notifications later tonight or tomorrow morning if there's going to be a special 6 Scale Cantina live, Super Bowl live, with the Dark Jedi, Aries Terrington, who serves up all the Star Wars Hot Toys talk. So more to come tomorrow. We'll talk about that. Remember, if you want to become a member to the channel, I have crazy unboxings. I've had 2 crazy live streams the last couple of weeks. Some of you that are insiders that you don't know about it, go to the channel. Check out those live shows. You don't want to miss that. I'll be doing another live show, probably one this week and next week. If I go live with the Super, I may do a small one tomorrow and then do the Super Bowl one. So more to come. I'll be live at some point tomorrow. Look for that. And then I will be live Monday night with the Market Show Live. So there you go. May the force be with you as well. Let me make sure I've got this queued up. There we go. And let me actually pull this up in here. And let's end like this because I've got to go. Remember, I don't always buy coffee out. But when I do, I buy from 6 Scale Cantina. Stay thirsty, my friends.